So, Fat Boys and Fairways, episode 5. Really?
It's really episode 5. Wow.
It's hard to believe we've been 5 weeks into this.
I know, right?
So first of all, absolutely like and subscribe so you make sure you catch up on all our content. Cookie, no sleeveless shirt tonight.
It's the coldest Memorial Day weekend I can remember. There's pictures over there on the wall of us hanging out on the lake.
But we're inside.
I know, but we've been outside hitting balls.
We have been outside. We got a launch monitor. Was able to hit a few today. That was awesome. Not that it really helps us understand numbers, but hey, we got closer.
We ended up blowing holes in my net.
Yes. There may be an extra one in your fence, and we're lucky there's not one in a car, considering we hit it through the net.
Yeah.
I don't think those nets from Amazon were definitely reviewed to catch a ball at 100 mile an hour off the club face.
No.
They're not the net return as Bryson uses.
I blew a hole in it with a pitching wedge. You were hitting a 7-iron?
Yeah. I hit a 7-iron.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go there and say that my swing speed's that much slower than yours. Seriously. Seriously. So, this past week, we had our match with Nikki and Cody.
Yep, they cooked us pretty good.
No, I mean, you think about this. Okay, timeout. You got to think. 9.5 handicap, because I'm a golf professional, not a professional golfer, as we've discussed.
Mm-hmm.
16 to 20 handicap versus Nikki at a 9.5 to 10 and Cody, who's a scratch golfer. We only got beat by 3.
That was actually pretty good.
On straight up stroke play. That's not bad, because neither one of us were hitting it great that night.
No, they weren't either, though.
And if you haven't seen that video, absolutely go check that out to get the full episode of how the match went. Yes, they beat us. We have been challenged again by Cody's dad and his friend Terry.
We'll talk about that later on.
We will definitely be bringing that up in future episodes. Yeah. You're definitely going to want to stay tuned, because that's
going to be a big one.
That's going to be a big match, and I've actually had some more phone calls of some other people inviting us out to play golf with them. So definitely keep track of that, because you're not going to want to miss an episode of us going out to play golf, because
we're going to play some really cool places.
Who knows? We could play really good. We could also play really bad.
Some of these courses are tough.
Little chunky, like kind of the story of my life, the way some of our pitching wedges were going the other night.
Yeah, it's bad.
But on the bright side, we played great team golf.
Yeah.
I missed a shot. You'd hit a great shot. You'd miss a shot. I'd hit a decent shot.
I was hitting my driver pretty good, and he was hitting his wedges a lot better than I was, so it worked out.
Worked out pretty well. But, I mean, what do you think so far about this week in golf?
This week in golf, there's some guys that I haven't even heard of.
Who's on top of the leaderboard?
Matty Schmid.
Who?
Matty Schmid. Who is that guy? Let's look him up here.
Kudos to him for being on the PGA Tour, but who is this guy?
Dude's from Bavaria, Germany. He's from a pretty place.
He's from Germany? Okay.
Bavaria is a gorgeous place from pictures.
Have you been there?
No, I'd love to.
So you can say from pictures, maybe.
Yeah, I would. That's like one of my dream places, my bucket list vacations to go to Bavaria.
I would love to go to Germany. My family is actually from Germany. I would love to go to Germany, but that's
Then we got Ben Griffin, who is
heard of him before.
Tied for first,
okay.
Then we got Big Ricky on third place by himself at 9 under.
Tricky Ricky decided to play golf this week.
Finally.
Thank God. I love Ricky Fowler. I love his characteristics, his attitude. Glad to see him back on top of the leaderboard. Did you see, speaking of that, did you see where him, Jordan Spieth, Matt Kuchar, and Brent Schneider actually got a sponsor's invite, special invitation to the Memorial?
Did he?
Based on, their character, their attitude, they got a sponsor's invite into the Memorial next week. And we talked about last week where Brent Schneider is the Ryder Cup captain, or the President's Cup captain for next year. So I think it's neat to see him back out there, kind of fan favorites, things like that.
Brent Schneider was like in last place yesterday.
That's typically how it's been lately. I like Brent, but that's.
I know he's your boy, but he kind of sucks.
What did?
Oh no, he was cut, so it doesn't even have him listed. It's just by alphabetical order after his cut.
He cut.
Yeah. Dang.
What about Scotty? What'd Scotty do today?
Did he
finally turn it on?
Scotty is 600 today, and he's sitting in. He's tied for 7th.
So what you're saying is he gave them 2 days to take off, and then he decided
pretty
to play.
much. Andrew Novak was 5 under through 6, and then he ended the day 3 under, so he had some rough holes there. Let's look.
5 under. Yeah, that was not a very good back 9 then, apparently.
Yeah, he 5 under through 6. Oh,
and there goes the phone.
Yeah,
hold on to that.
So he had 5. Yeah, he birdied 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, and then he had a bunch of pars, 1 more birdie, and then 3 bogeys.
That sounds not even close to my round because I would have a lot more bogeys than birdies.
Dude, I'd jump up and down if I had that.
I'd jump up and down. We may feel an earthquake if I start jumping up and down. There's a reason I am Fat Boy of the Fat Boy and Cookie team here. And we've come to determine from talking to a lot of people, I'm a fat boy because I eat a lot of what I do like, but there's not a lot of stuff I do like.
Yeah, he's the pickiest fat guy I've ever met.
You're not the first one to say that, but it's still okay. It's good. I'm okay with that. There's a lot of things I like. There's a lot of things I don't like.
So let me put it like this. The dude over here eating like a 5-year-old. He's eating chicken fingers and French fries.
Pause. I will eat chicken fingers and French fries, but I will eat at least 3 other things other than chicken fingers and French fries.
Hamburgers and tacos.
Okay. And the problem is pizza.
Hamburgers, tacos, and pizza.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, there's a whole world out there of exploration and for your palate that you could find.
But if it's not broke, why fix it? I like what I like.
Because you would like a lot more stuff.
No, I've tried it. I don't like it. I've tried it. I don't like it. Why should I even worry about it if I don't like it?
God, there's some good stuff out there.
Okay. For instance, Cookie's wife over here, she makes, and daughters make some phenomenal desserts. Tonight they made peanut butter cookies. I love some peanut butter. Love peanut butter. Peanut butter sandwich is my go-to for a breakfast. I do not like peanut butter cookies. I'm not a fan.
He's a communist.
I don't know that classifies me as a communist.
He's un-American.
I'm not un-American either.
It's communist, un-American.
Oh, whatever. Just because I don't like a peanut butter cookie?
Yeah.
And I don't like spaghetti?
That's un-American too.
That's Italian food. How can that be
un-American? That's the most un-American Italian thing.
I do not think what you're saying is making sense right now.
Be all right.
I'm not a fan of that.
So let me get to this. We have a sponsor for the night show. Since I'm giving him such a hard time right now, it's TriStar Performance Golf.
Oh,
I've got his tee on. It's this guy right here. Go check him out. He's on all socials and he's got a website. It's TriStar Performance Golf.
Website's under construction. I had
website's
to fix
under,
some,
okay.
It's
website's under construction.
But on all socials.
All socials. Gives great lessons. Excellent with kids. He teaches my kids. He coaches my kids. And he also is great at regripping putters and other clubs. I've had him regrip 2 putters.
Can you speak?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with that. I've had him regrip 2 putters in 2 months? 3 months?
Something like that. You got a new putter for Father's Day. We just regripped that today. Nice little new Odyssey putter.
Yeah, I like it.
And then, speaking of laying right there, we got that regrip for you and regripped to some other stuff. Great lessons if people listen. We tried working on that tonight outside. A little bit better for you.
Yeah.
You got a little bit purer contact. I think that's when it went through the net into the neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
Luckily in his yard and not on his cars.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd have been too happy.
So it kind of kicked sideways and went through the back. I don't know how it did it because the angle it was going towards his house.
So,
talking
about kicking sideways and hitting trees, we've got to bring up last night when we played a few holes.
Oh, it's great. It was awesome.
We've got a short out there of me deciding to hit a 3-wood through the trees.
And he got 90% through it. He did scrape.
They're 90% air.
Yeah, he scraped the branch a little. I mean, he got through. I mean, we were sitting 80 yards in front of the green on par 5. Yeah, I mean, it was good. And it was a good ball.
What happened with your 4-iron?
That was 5-iron.
Oh, excuse me, 5-iron. What happened with the 5-iron?
I was trying to draw it through the trees, and this one tree had a massive branch on it, and I absolutely centered that branch.
So we've talked about this in the past. The irons that we play are not necessarily player's irons that you can shape the ball. What in the right mind made you think you could draw a ball through the trees?
It was drawing until
that was more of a pull, but okay.
Until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't, and it went straight sideways because you hit the branch on the tree.
Yeah.
So I was trying to.
You're just
trying to give it the little. It didn't work out real well, did
I mean, it was doing that.
Kind of.
Until it wasn't.
Until it went straight that way.
Pow!
I'm just glad it didn't bounce back into us.
During our match on Monday, we were sitting, this is par 5, and we were sitting in the same group of trees.
We like that side of the fairway.
Yeah, it's cart path. I mean, it's dog leg right, par 5, and if you're on that side of the fairway, you can reach it in 2. So everybody tries to. But the bad thing is there's a bunch of trees right there.
Oh, Lord. And you caught the 4-iron pure that time.
I absolutely pured a 4-iron on that one.
It was a great 4-iron, unfortunately.
But it was dead center of a tree. That didn't even hit a limb. It was dead, like tree trunk.
Yeah. I don't know how it didn't come back and hit us.
That's why I jumped back and covered my head.
Yeah, you definitely see that in the full match video.
Yeah.
That was,
we may even break that one out into a clip.
We may have to. And then a few of our chunky shots. I think we got some of this stuff on video. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Definitely keep an eye out for some shorts and some different things coming up in these upcoming matches.
Yeah, so we're gonna kind of talk about where we might.
No. Okay. I think we'll leave them in suspense on that.
Okay, it's gonna be some cool places.
Definitely want to like and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any of these matches because it's always gonna be worth a putt.